Now that you have seen how to use the different ways to create loops in shell scripts, let's look at some practical examples of how to use them. Looping is a common way to iterate through data on the system, whether it is files in folders or data contained in a file. The following are a couple of examples that demonstrate using simple loops to work with data. The first one is finding executable files. What happens when you run a program from command line? The Linux system searches a series of folders looking for that file. So those folders are defined in the path environment, capital A, capital P, capital A, capital T, capital H. It's an environment variable. Now, if you want to find out just what executable files are available on your system for you to use, just scan all the folders in the path environment variable. So that may take some time to do manually, but it's a breeze working out a small shell script to do that. So the first step is to create a for loop and then to iterate through the folders stored in the path environment variable. When you do that, don't forget to set the IFS separator character. So let's look into the code. So IFS and then for folder in the path do. So now that you have individual folders in the folder variable, so you can use another for loop to iterate through the files inside that particular folder. And after that you can add if then, and finally you separate all those based on the colon. Okay, when you run the code, we'll run the code and we'll see it. So it's vim and it's 11. Okay, so bin bash, and after that the first thing that we have seen is IFS, it's colon. So we just want to separate based on colon. Then first for loop, that's our outer loop consists of uh, iterative variable folder and then path environment variable we have taken. Now whatever folder that is there in that path environment variable, all will be scanned in different iteration. If there are 150 number of directories, 150 number of folders of files which are present in that path environment variable location, and all will be scanned, and that many number of iteration this loop is going to run. And after that uh, we use that echo of that path, whatever that folder you got it, and then we run a inner for loop. That will scan that folder itself, that folder, and whatever number of items or entities are there inside that folder, and then we will do the if then statement where we will check whether it is a specific type of executable file or not. When it say X, we will check whether it is a executable file or not. If it is executable file, and finally you print that executable file and then close the loop. So that's what it's a very useful snippet we widely use while doing work in a Linux system. So just focus on this. So 11, here it is, it's keep on running, the magic is going on, it's scanning each and every folder, and then once scanning a folder is done, and it will scan each and every item in that folder, and after scanning each and every item, it will look for the binary files, basically executable files. We say executable files. Once it gets all the executable files, all the iterations will be done, then it will close it. So finally you got the executable file. See, snap bin lxc, LXD. So these are all in binary files. These are all in binary files. These are all executable files. Here you can see terraform.exe. That's also executable file. So these are all executable files. This is how you use with the 4 to 5 lines of code, 5 lines of bash script. You have completed a work within 10 seconds, which supposed to take 5 hours. 5 hours to search and enter into each directory, each folder to find out the binary files. This is how it helpful.